Who's a? Oh no! 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 Why was that a thing? No! No! Oh man. Never mind. We're not going through that. We're not going through that. Let's just forget that happened, guys. That was used for educational purposes. That's the reason why that was a thing. Chris in 2012. Oh man. I need to stop this. I feel like I should stop scrolling, but oh my god, I'm like, thank god that was censored. But wow, that was barely censored. Jesus Christ. And that's crazy too. Like, somehow everything that this man does is just documented. Like them getting arrested man, was by fellow lolcow Ethan the Gunt. Why is Ethan the Gunt another lolcow? When Chris was located at a motel in Richmond, Ethan live streamed himself driving to the motel in search of him, knocking on every door on the second floor and ordering pizza in a failed attempt to lure Chris out. After being kicked from the motel premises for loitering, Ethan soon returned upon being notified that police were in the area and filmed Chris's arrest, all the while screaming comments and questions at Chris, embodying the worst aspects of Wayne's and A-Logs. Ethan's commentary is particularly insufferable, though his footage of Chris's arrest is the only complete video of the arrest. One of his friends caught the last part of the arrest from a different angle. Ralph made a reappearance on the 16th August 2021 to get footage of Chris's hearings, which would have taken place on that day. Unfortunately for him, he was informed that the hearing was continued to a later date, resulting in an anticlimactic end to an already insufferable 2-hour-long stream. It should also be noted that Ethan goes the extra mile by attempting to sell t-shirts with Chris's likeness on it on his online store without the latter's knowledge or permission, with no plans whatsoever to even compensate Chris for any sales made. So I don't know if it's safe to look at this video to see if I can find the live stream. I can maybe try. I don't think anything bad will show up. I can maybe try to find it. All right, here it is.
Look up Ethan Rob, Killstream. I live here in Richmond, buddy.
Man, move the camera.
No, come to the Killstream first. Yeah! What kind of shit is this? Holy shit!
Yeah.
So that's the video.
I should stay quiet.
What are they saying? I think I heard them say Chris Chan, like mention Chris Chan. Oh my god, and the officers are smiling at Crab, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
Look, see, Chris Chan and Sonichu is what they say, dude.
Yeah. I should stay quiet.
So
Yeah, you appear to be compliant.
Your goddess blue heart, and I continue to stand strong, and I maintain everything with quick will in my Sonichus and those shoes and everybody.
Yeah, you're live to about 3,000 people right now, Christian.
How do you believe?
Well, don't. You're taking everything in stride. You said you're doing good?
Yeah, I keep in good faith. Everything is going to work out.
Doing good, feeling good?
Well,
How's the last few days been? I know it's been pretty stressful.
it's stressful, but I'm taking it one moment at a time, and I got my loves.
Well, that's good.
Josh Moon, did you dirty?
Oh, well, just the one thing. That's a pin. Feel free, just go ahead and take it. I just a picture of muffins for my little pony.
Love quest is over, Chris.
I promise
What
my
the hell does he have on his shirt?
fell off my back.
it's like Amy. It's like Amy and
What's up, Jesse?
it's
Boy,
like
we
an
almost
Amy
missed
and
it, huh?
Sonic Chew.
Felt good.
The cop just wipe his hand on
All
him?
right.
No, he's doing
The
a check.
merge, it's happening right now, isn't it?
You know, when they can't actually touch your breast area now, they actually
Farewell,
have to, like,
Christian!
you know, what he did
Oh.
to, yeah,
Well,
in
there
case they
goes
hide knives
Christian
there, because
into the
they
Henrico
actually do.
County Deputy's car here. I don't think they've had an arrest like this.
Wow.
We just got here too.
And you
So
know,
close.
at least he was very compliant. You know, I would have expected him to have been annoying, but he wasn't really. I'm so sorry. They weren't really annoying, honestly. He's gonna annoy the cops by explaining the entire lore of Sonichu to them. To think this all happened when he won a Sonic-themed contest and got interviewed on live television all the way back in 1994. That is also something really freaking crazy. That's how, like, that is recorded history of Christian. Like, they won a Sonic theme, like a Sega contest, where they just bought like a bunch of video games with $500 or whatever. I don't know what it was. I think they won like a contest where like they were giving like $500 like in-store credit, like a GameStop. I think I could be confusing it with something else, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is. They got like $500 in-store credit, and they just used it to buy a bunch of like Sega like video games and crap. And he got interviewed on television all the way back when they were a kid, and it's like, crazy. I never expected Christory to end like this. After nearly a decade of slow downward spiral in nearly all aspects of Chris's life following Bob's death, Bob being their dad that passed away, his future did not look particularly bright. By 2021, Chris had largely reduced his online activities to posting long Twitter threads of Fox philosophical ramblings reflecting his new age retro hippie mindset, which bordered on being incomprehensible or esoteric. At the same time, the Chandler family's debts steadily rose, largely due to Barb and her son's poor spending habits. In the extremely likely event that Chris outlives Barb, extremely likely. I thought it was the extremely unlikely. It was speculated that the situation would get worse for Chris with nobody to ground him in reality. Not to mention that Chris was virtually unemployable in any career after years of having every detail about his past leak out to the internet, and he hadn't made a real effort to get a job since his attempt to win Casey's heart. After his short-lived stints working at fast food joints or in multi-level marketing. That's crazy how all of this is like, what's it called, documented. Like their stints at like getting an occupation, getting a job. It's like all of this is documented. It's its own it's its own little thing. Wendy's, they worked at Wendy's. Chris has contradicted himself about exactly when he worked there. He claimed in his resume that he worked at Wendy's from August to October 2001, but he told Casey's father that he was fired shortly before 11 September after having been employed there for several months, implying that he started earlier than August. Being let go apparently caused Chris sadness, as he expressed to Matthew. Chris likely worked at Wendy's for 4 to 6 weeks, working above about 20 to 30 hours a week for what was probably minimum wage, which, I mean, of course. Chris the employee. Hold up. Gotta take a quick drink of water. According to Casey's father, Casey was at Ground Zero on September 11, 2001 as a civilian responder, giving blood and plasma and volunteering at the site around the time Chris was fired. Devoria was less than impressed when Chris attempted to link the two events together. Wait, oh no. So Chris attempted to link 9/11 to him getting fired from Wendy's. You got fired from Wendy's. Most people quit because it sucks. You got fired. You weren't good enough for Wendy's. Matthew Devoria. Who's Devoria? Dude, bro, that's funny. That's kind of funny. The circumstances of Chris's firing are unclear, as Chris has given vague and contradictory answers about the cause of his dismissal. However, a number of incidents appear to have contributed to it. The last straw appears to have been when Chris scared a small boy in the restaurant. His family were about to leave. Chris helped them by giving them their bags and a top for their baked potato boat. But then Chris performed his terrifying Donald Duck impression and the child cried. Chris claims that this did not scare the child. He was just tired. Okay. Terrifying Donald Duck impression. Oh my god. What Donald Duck would probably look like had Chris's impersonation manifested. Is there a video of this impersonation? I didn't know this was real.